Hello and welcome everybody. It's a fine Friday evening here in Dhaka. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 𝗃𝗏𝗃 National Cricket Stadium is all set for match number 8. Khulna Tigers in the previous match had a bat first, 200 plus on the board. Dhaka on the other hand, batted first once, bowled first once, but on both occasions lost. But on this occasion, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃's Dhaka Capitals won the toss and decided to have a field first. And these are the teams for you. The Khulna Tigers team led by 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃.
Yeah, they'll be hoping that they do something special here. Yeah, 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 Sheikh has been in a terrific form, and NCL he was the highest run getter. Ibrahim Zadran, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 also among the runs. 𝗫𝗏𝗃𝗃 Islam Ankon has been outstanding. 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 we already spoke about it. Watch out for Afif. He's a dangerous player. Mohammad Nawaz very good with the ball and the bat. Ziaur Rahman comes in. Nasu Ahmed, the left arm spinner, and a very effective bowler in any condition. Hassan Mahmood.
Yeah, absolutely, and another bowler who's been in very good rhythm is Hassan Mahmood. With no surprises that Ocean Thomas is missing out. Now, here's an important change for the Dhaka Capitals. Muqidul Islam is missing out, and they've brought in Abu Jahid Rahi, who can move the ball off the deck. I will not hold you back any longer. The players are getting on the field. Over to HD Ackerman in the commentary box.
Hello, good evening and welcome to the Sherry-Bangla National Cricket Stadium here in Mirpur for game number 8 of this BPL T20. Dhaka Capitals a little earlier won the toss and they've decided that they would have a bowl first. We've still got very misty, cold conditions, but it hasn't stopped the batters from making hay. In the earlier game, over 200 was scored. We saw our first 100. What do these two sides have in store for the thousands that have made it into this lovely ground? Dhaka will be desperate to get a win over the course of the last, well, we're going to say year or so. The last 13 games, the franchise has lost 13 out of 13. Surely today is the day that they overturn those fortunes. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 from Western Australia is opening the batting, freshly off his unbeaten 75 of 50. They really put in a brilliant performance in their opening game, Khulna, in beating Chittagong. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, strike rate of 110. That's something that he would look to improve by being at the top of the order. Anything over and above 120, that's what those players will be looking at. There is 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃, strike rate of 114. Just the 13 innings in his T20 career, and a lot of that was in the Nepal Premier League, which concluded not so long ago, where he had a fantastic tournament and he started this one with a bang. Already a half century next to his name, very instrumental in Khulna, posting 203 for 4. Here's the new man drafted into the side for the Capitals, Abu Jahid in for Muqidul Islam. The talk is that under the lights, on a surface that has a little bit of green grass, that he can nip it around, has the ability to swing it as well. Naeem just wants to sort a few things out, probably with the sight screen. Wearing the number 23. Now that's a dangerous number to wear if you're a sports person, because there's been some serious sports people that have worn that number. Think of Michael Jordan, think of Shane Warne, think of David Beckham, think of Naeem. We're off and running. Wide called. Slip in place as well, as we've seen so often inside the power play in the first couple of days of this BPL. Because there's always been a little bit of movement for the seamers inside the power play. 2 men allowed outside the 30-yard circle, inside the first 6, and that is a deep third and a deep square leg for the Capitals. Capitals coming off 2 losses. Lost to the Rangpur Riders, who are high-flying 3 from 3. Lost yesterday against 𝗏𝗚𝗃𝗍𝗃.
Your body needs to be warmed up. We all know as a bowler, especially as a bowler, you want that blood running in your, especially the legs, and to be able to do it, make you feel a little bit better. Because I was just downstairs and it's chilly. Make no mistake. So it's important that the bowlers had a good warm-up to be ensure that they feel good, the feel-good factor.
They've had enough time. There's an hour and a half between games. See a lot of them bowling out in the middle though. There's a lot of fielding practices and that going on. Here's an indication of how chilly it is. Management have all got the sweaters on. What we have noticed though as well is that the evening games, not as many runs are scored in these evening games as there are in the afternoon games. The average first innings score in these games under lights is 156. Before this morning's game or this afternoon's game, that the average first innings was 190. That's going to go up after 220 was scored. That'll be a wide. So there is a slight difference batting at night as what it is during the day.
And it's all about getting used to the conditions and adapt yourself as quickly as possible. Khulna Tigers wouldn't mind batting first, because remember the only game they've played, they batted first and they scored 203 for 4, which was against the Chittagong Kings. He scored 75.
Must have been most of the teams have opted to chase, but most of the results are going the way the team batting first. I think they've just now overtaken it. Early on, the chasing sides won in the first game or two. It's now 4-3 in favour of the team batting first. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having first hit. Was in the air for some time. Well, just short of the man at cover.
𝗏𝗏-𝗂𝗽𝗄. They made a good start, the same openers in that last match. The Kings said when Mohammad Naeem got out on 26, they're just falling short. Really big knock. Number 6 from Mahidul Islam Ankon.
Couple of stray deliveries, but not too bad. 3 without loss. Mustafizur Rahman. Here's a man who hasn't set the world alight in the opening 2 games for the Capitals, but that record will tell you what a high-quality performer he is. Best of 5 for 27. He's been around a long time. He's a highly skilled campaigner. Played all over the world on the highest stage that you can have in T20 cricket. And I'm sure it won't be long before we see the very best of Mustafizur. He's been given a slip, but fine leg up in the circle and third up inside the 30-yard circle. Shot away with a boundary. That's a lovely stroke.
The Dhaka Capitals would desperately would want to see Mustafizur Rahman back in some sort of form. The first ball he bowls is on the pads and easy pickings. Lovely shot from 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗍𝗃. Just leans into it and all along the carpet. It's a pretty shot to play.
Was looking for some swing and there wasn't any. Better line. The outfield is blisteringly quick as well. Not the biggest boundary square, but I think these boundaries could be 30 meters bigger. It doesn't matter because the outfield is so fast.
Now, Fizz hasn't been at his best. 1 for 48 in the first match and then 1 for 33. Been expensive, not among the wickets, doesn't really help the team's cause. That's the reason I feel that if he can bowl well here, certainly give his side a boost. 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗍𝗃 has already played a glorious on drive. He's been in very good touch. The leading run scorer in NCL T20 tournament, gone past 300 runs. And he'll be once again hoping that if he gets a good start here, then cash in. He missed an opportunity in that last match.
No, that's not a run. 𝗂𝗶𝗴𝗲 started quite scratchily in that opening game. He came in and had to deal with spin and was sweeping and reverse sweeping and missed a few, but as his innings grew, so he became more fluent, started to feel more comfortable here in Mirpur and ended up playing a very fine knock. Nicely bowled. Say his innings was a good one, but it said he started a little bit scratchily, but these runs were scored against the Kings.
And that to a day match, 75 and unbeaten of 50 deliveries. He got everything out, the reverse, pull, the drive down the ground. It looked very impressive. And then he had his dancing shoes on. Very severe on anything short. Back live.
Into the second, 8 without loss. Eight without loss after 2. Sisto yet to get off the mark. 𝗫𝗎𝗓's already played a delightful stroke through mid-wicket. That'll be a wide. We've spoken about Basisto's innings, but he almost had to hold it together for a while because they were in early trouble. And it was Mahidul's 59 that elevated them to that wonderful total of over 200.
Yeah, the first wicket fell at the score of 31 or 37, beg your pardon. But then they were like 4 down for 117 at one stage. But then after that, Mahidul Islam Ankon, who now has got the quickest 50 in the history of BPL, played some delightful shots.
That might be another wide. Not what you want when you naught from 2 to start off with a number of extras. Because there does seem as though there's something in it for the bowlers here this evening.
After the fall of that fourth wicket that we're talking about, they added 86 runs in quick time. I also feel that when you look at the conditions here, people tend to forget that taking the pace of the ball is also not a bad option if the ball is not doing too much.
Ball. Stand and admire it.
Now he's played that on the offside. He's already played a very good shot on the onside. This one, he just smashed it through the covers. It was short and wide. Too much room for him to free his arms. He says, thank you very much, I'll take it, not a problem. Yep, really good, right on top of it.
Not a huge amount of margin for error here when you're bowling the ball at around 125. You've got to be spot on with your lengths like that. If you're slightly short, it just sits up and says, hit me. And we know what happens when the ball's over pitched.
We speak about the lengths, but also important is the line. You really don't want to be too wide on either side of the pitch. You got to be just around the off-stump line, just to cramp him or the batter for some room.
That's another boundary. Help yourself, just swinging onto the pads.
This is a very good start. And he's picked up now 2 boundaries in this one. Again, yeah, there was a bit hint of swing there, but he waited and let the ball come on closer to him and then flicks it away. Beautiful shot. In control, into the gap. Aerial, yes, but very effective.
The difficult thing here for 𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃, the captain, is when you're being hit for boundaries on both sides of the ground. Gee, that's a good shot for none. Well, he looks in decent touch, as you rightly mentioned. He got a start in the previous game, then got out. Then again, what is success in T20 cricket? I mean, 26 of 17 would be considered a very good innings.
I think most team wants to see, once a batter is into 20s and 30s, then they would like to see them taking a little bit more responsibility and end up scoring maybe 80, 90. And that's where it matters for the team.
Oh, no. Too short, dealt with. 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃 standing at the other end saying, oh my goodness me, I wouldn't mind a couple of these.
Well, he hasn't, and the non-striker hasn't even got off the mark, and he's placed 6 deliveries, and look at where he is heading. Oh, he's smashed that one. That's a poor delivery. Sits up nicely and pulls it away. Too easy. 14 runs already in this over. And it looks to be an excellent touch. That's what I meant. When you start an innings like that, then you gotta capitalize and cash in. Don't be happy with 20s and 30s. You'll make a huge impression if you can end up scoring a big one here.
There'll be a wide. No. Wow. Okay. End of the third. 22 without loss. And then we move to Sylhet for a couple of weeks and then on to Chattogram before returning here to Dhaka for those qualifiers and, of course, the final, which will be played on the 7th of February. Spin for the first time. Nazmul Islam. Anything under 8 is good in a career economy. Oh, wow. Four byes. And the reason it's not given wides is because I think he's changed his legs around. So it's a switch hit. He has. So therefore the leg stump alters.
It's a poor delivery. Really poor delivery to start your first over.
Now he goes fine, and he'll get 4 again. He will sweep and reverse sweep all night, 𝗿𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗧.
Yeah, he's been watching from the other end, looking at what Mohammad Naeem Sheikh did in the previous over. Well, again, that is very, very good. Just turning it over. It's the reverse and get past that fielder at short third. Very good from 𝗿𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗧.
He manipulates the field well, gets those 2 men 45 finer. And what he can do is play the conventional sweep to try and beat the man at 45 on the leg side and let the outfield do the rest. Few renovations done here to the 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 National Cricket Stadium, and looks good. Looks really good. Oh, we'll go upstairs here. Wide called. The question is was the ball thrown back onto the stumps, and did 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 get back in time? This is going to be very interesting.
We have a umpire review for stamping. I already checked fit landing is fair delivery. Side on angle, please. Batsman made his ground before the wicket broken. I made my decision. My decision is business.
𝗃𝐻𝐸 paid not out, but I tell you what a bit of work from 𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗃 there. Firstly, he's done exceptionally well from preventing that from going for 4 wides. Secondly, to nearly get the stumping. And now 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 goes long and far over long on.
That is such a good-looking shot, because the anticipation from 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 in the earlier part of this over was to play late reverse and forces the bowler to pitch it up, and he was ready for it. That is a beautiful hit down the ground, 85 meters.
.37 without loss after 4. Good batting lineup this Khulna Tigers have. 𝗵𝗺 Hussain due to come in at 3. Mehdi Hassan Miraj, the skipper. ehimZ, who likes opening the batting, or at least in the front 3, but in this team he might find himself a little bit further down the order. But he is a lovely player to watch, the Afghan. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 de Silva from Sri Lanka. That's just his BPL career. Now that is a shot. That is a shot against the spin.
We saw the similar kind of shot in the previous over from the right-hander. This is Mohammad Naeem Sheikh. He picks up the length very nicely. There's hardly any turn. So he's keen to go on the offside, over the top of the infield. One bounce to the fence. This is some real good hitting. 41 on the board. It's only the 5th over.
Oh, missed out. Missed out. Sometimes they do say your worst delivery in T20 cricket is actually your best. Fine. Be very difficult to haul that in. This outfield is blisteringly fast.
They look so calm, both the batters. They don't really look to be in any sort of a hurry, and they've managed to pick up 7 fours and a 6, only the 5th over. That is lovely batting. Not great bowling. Drifting down the leg side. And he just managed to have a tickle and goes fine. Good enough to go to the boundary.
Doesn't miss out this time. Now the drag down. They've got off to an absolute flyer here inside the power play.
Both the batters looked in really good touch in that first match. And once again, they're looking in similar kind of form. Yeah, short and wide. Here there are 5 fielders inside the circle on the offside, but it sits up nicely over the top for the boundary.
Here's a chance. Here is a chance. Taken. Not quite in the hands. More between the legs, but it's out nevertheless. And Naeem yet again gets to 30 and gets out.
Probably will have another look at that.
𝗃𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃, we have a review for fair catch. I have already checked feet landing, it's fair delivery. Go to the catch, please. Fielder. Can you zoom it more? Zoom.
I'll get the others organised.
Yeah. Other angle, please.
More coming. Blue.
Other angle, please.
Sorry, sir.
Other angle, please.
Hook.
Stand by, I'm checking.
I've just got to get off this. We'll come back to 𝗧. Good.
Can you show me in front of him, camera?
Just getting a 𝗧 for you, sir.
Okay. Stand by, I'm checking. Do you have anything else?
I'll go back to the first one and we'll work on another 𝗧 for
Yeah. You go first one. Okay, fielder taking the catch. Yeah. Go.
That's the best I have, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I made my decision.
Took a while, but we got there in the end. The player has already left the field. Naeem goes for 30, the Tigers 49 for 1. Here's another good player, 𝗿𝗺𝗃 Hussain, walking in at number 3. Strike rate. And he can afford to just tap this one back because the damage had already been done in the over. 12 already from it. But immediately he just nudges it up the ground. He's off the mark, and that brings up the 50 after 5 overs.
They're going at 10 runs and over. Are the Khulna Tigers, 8 boundaries and 1 6. Out of the 8, 7 were hit by 𝗫𝗓𝗫. Better in form, but he's already back. And this is exactly how it transpired. Was in the slot, his eyes lit up, did not connect properly, got more height in it, and 𝗃𝗄𝗽 just managing to get that one in between his feet. Oh, that looks adjacent. That looks, yes, given. Finger raised. Ranjane comes in and straight away gets a wicket.
Don't waste a review. That looked plumb in front. Really, 𝗏𝗧𝗃 just having a chat with 𝗿𝗺𝗃 Hussain, and they go upstairs. And I feel this is going to be a waste of a review.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for 𝗵𝗶. On-field decision is out. I had checked both fit landing, it's a fair delivery. Move on to front on, please. Go. Ball close to the bat, confirmation Altres, please. Waiting for Altres. Altres building.
Composite coming.
Good. When pass the ball, flat line, go back, once again. And to see another time. When ball, go back, yeah, go forward. When ball pass the bat, flat line. I'm satisfied. No VAT involved. Go to the ball tracking when you are ready, please.
Building, sir. Here it is.
Ball tracking is building. Origination out. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting. Go back to on field. Ghazi, you stay your original decision. You are on skin single now.
Confirmation that 𝗂𝗍𝗄 Suhail was spot on. Confirmed by Ali Arman Rajoon. And you were spot on as well. Parvez Maharouf. 𝗿𝗺𝗃 Hussain goes for 1. Being promoted up the order doesn't work. 50 for 2 Khulna Tigers. Ibrahim Zadran is the batter in at 4 for the Khulna Tigers. He can bat, so they've shuffled the batting order a bit. Have the Khulna Tigers. It was Mehdi Hasan Miraj who came in at 3 the previous match, but Shubham Ranjane brought into the attack to bowl the last ball of the power play. Reaps rewards. Yes is the call. Directed, could be trouble. Miss.
Last wicket. Plumb as it gets. Nice delivery by Shubham. Coming back into the right, left hand. Absolutely no chance. Ibrahim Zadran, for me, coming at number 4, I just feel he's a far better player than that. I understand 𝗫𝗓𝗫𝗁 is an opening batsman. 𝗵𝗺𝗃 been quite consistent lately. Need your top class players, top of the order. Shubham Ranjan is probably the most consistent when it comes to bowling, getting its swing. That Mehdi Hasan Miraj came at number 3, possibly will be number 6, 5.
Okay, Ibrahim Zadran did bat at 4. They've just Swapped probably. We'll wait and watch when Miraz comes in, but Afif was given the promotion, but was in the slot. Anjane getting some movement, making the most of the conditions, bowling the last over of the power play. Deep point, deep backward square leg. Two fielders guarding the boundary square of the wicket, which hints that he's going to bowl back of a length.
Yeah, 𝗃𝗧𝗏 batted number 5 in their first game against Chittagong Kings. Scored 8 runs, getting a promotion for this game. And I just feel 𝗃𝗧𝗏 at number 3, my opinion, slightly too high. Get the quality of Ibrahim Zadran out there. Give him extra time. We know in these kind of pitches, batsmen need a little bit of time with the new ball to get themselves in. Once they get in, they can really cash and hurt the opposition. That's a good shot in the air. 𝗃𝗧𝗏 at mid-on, back paddling. And he drops it. Never easy. Running back. What a chance that would have been. 𝗃𝗧𝗏 generally very good as a catcher, but not this occasion.
Came down the wicket with Ibrahim Zadran. Just a step forward. Then got more height than distance. Back paddling through the hands. And as mentioned by the expert Maharouf, yeah, never easy, never easy. And also under the lights, he had his yes is the call again. Good running between the wickets. Ranjit would have licked his lips. He thought he would have got another one, not to be 55 for 2 after the power play. Yeah, Nazmul went for 11 in his first over, which was within the power play. They used 5 bowlers in the six overs of the power play. There's confirmation, 55 for 2. Signal from 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏 TV umpire Ali Arman Rajan has been quite busy. In the air for a bit, no damage done. But that's one area that has improved quite a lot in Bangladesh cricket. The umpiring as well. Yeah, here's the power play for you guys. The 𝗫𝗫𝗫 with some shots, some very good shots. And then 𝗵𝗫𝗫 carried on in the fashion he did in the previous match. They complemented each other quite well. So in the slot, he felt he got enough of it, but didn't. Just only height. And this was plumb, very plumb.
Yeah.
Reverses again. Just to go back to the umpiring, someone like a 𝗂𝗫 has 𝗁𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃 working in the 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗲𝗂𝗃 trophy in Australia, making a name for himself, brave and quite a good umpire.
Oh, that was almost a run out by 𝗵𝗵𝗀 Zadran. What was that? Team needed some sort of a solidity at number 4. Ismail Islam, he got one to turn and an easy piece of stumping for Liton Das.
He went for some runs in his previous over, Opu. But this occasion comes in, gets the wicket. Liton Das doesn't miss those. Good take. Easy peasy. 𝗵𝗵𝗀 Zadran got out to pace in the previous match. Well, never short of celebrations is Nazmul Islam Opu. Zadran this time forced to spin of Opu. Gone for 5. Khulna Tigers 57 for 3. Yeah, he did swap positions with Afif. Today, Mid-innings Miraz is in at 5, the skipper of the Khulna Tigers. They need a partnership, need it badly.
This was a nice delivery, inviting the batter. Got to be said, a poor stroke by 𝗵𝗀𝗀 Zadran. We've seen that in the past. Nazmul Islam, never a dull moment with him around. What a character he is. Turn square, almost squared. 𝗵𝗍 has𝗂𝗧. That was a brilliant delivery. 𝗃𝗶𝗱𝗲 be tempted to get a slip in place. If it's not, I'll be surprised.
Follows that delivery up with the arm delivery. But 𝗵𝗍 is off the mark.
Now, while celebrating the wicket, does the wicket keeper probably gave a little bit of a headbutt to Nazmul Islam. Look at that. Oops. And imagine it's about 10 to 12 degree outside cold and you have a knock to your lip.
Those moments which turn out to be the entertainer's entertainer. And it's all laughing. That's in the air, but away from those fielders. Goes about business in the same manner. Does Busisto. Ends the over with a boundary. Spoils the wicket taking one. It's 62 for 3. Yeah, I think Naeem has done most of the damage at the top during the power play. So was the case in the previous match. And I really wanted to touch base with you on this, Mahabhai, because this was quite similar. A bit of a partnership when 𝗵𝗍 came in at 3 the other day. Yes, he can bat, we all know that. In at 5 today, got a run of ball 18 in that match versus the Chittagong Kings. And then, you know, there was a collapse, a mini collapse, until Mahidul Islam Ongkon came in. But again, I think a bit of the credit to Busisto's innings goes to someone like a Naeem Sheikh, because who allows Busisto initially that time.
Will Busisto knows only one way to play. There's no single vein in his body that is negative. It's always positive. Previous over, last ball was a perfect example. Lost the wicket of Ibrahim Zadran, last ball of the previous over, and goes for his favourite reverse sweep. This goes to show how positive he is, how brave he is. Sometimes it can go on the other side, but you play on your instincts. That's where he's dangerous at. Mustafiz has been bought back. Probably 𝗃𝗶𝗱𝗲 in blood. One more wicket, he says.
And right here in the grandstand, we have Zone 36, a heartfelt tribute to the wounded student warriors of the historic movement of the uprising. It's a moving reminder of how much courage and resilience shaped our nation. It's actually the 6th of August, but you know, it's dedicated in the manner that carried on is July, the 30th of July on to the 6th of August, and hence 36 is the number. Zone 36, heartfelt tribute.
The last delivery by Mustafiz just deviated a little bit away from the right-hander. Doesn't see whether it was a cutter or just seam movement. 124.7 was the pace. Oh, just deviation across the seam and moved a lot, but just the slowness of the pitch. There's enough time for Busisto played late and played with soft hand. That's a cutter. How many times we've seen Mustafiz going past the right hand with that cutter?
This one was 113 kilometers per hour. Mixes it so well. Well disguised. Very similar action, deceiving the batter time and time again. You know it, you know what might come.
It's amazing how we, with that subtle risk, get it to turn so much. The pace too drops drastically to 113 kilometers. That was pace on. Dhaka Capitals just need one of these big players, Litondas, Mustafiz, 𝗃𝗶𝗱𝗲, to have an A game out there. I think all these three players have just had a quiet first couple of games. They need someone to pull up their socks and lead from the front.
Holistically, yes. Batting wise, yes. For now, I think they need a wicket here. Send one of these back. Pull pressure on Khulna. Man is hunting for another wicket. Won't allow this partnership to settle in. End of the 8th, 65 for 3. Yeah, tall pillars, 3rd, 4th and 5th. That's when 𝗍𝗫𝗂𝗽 departed. Since then, see the smaller buildings. Another change in bowling. Alauddin Babu. Stops midway through and does me the opportunity to let you all know that Bangla Bank is the first European joint venture bank in Bangladesh and the pioneer in banking sector of Bangladesh in terms of customer trust and confidence through transparent and pure banking. Speaking of Bangla Bank, proud title sponsors of 11th edition of the BPL. First off for the short one. Umpire pretty strict on that.
Polite inquiry by Litton Das. Not too sure whether to go upstairs or not. And Litton Das will have a bigger say whether to go upstairs or not. Alauddin Babu wasn't that excited. And rightly so, 𝗂𝗶𝗃𝗃 calls it a wide delivery because the bouncer was directed towards the leg side. A good start by Alauddin Babu. He's renowned to be a medium pacer. 121 was the pace last one. Definitely a surprise mirage with that bouncer.
Polite inquiry, polite indeed. Time in the block hole. Well bowled.
Yeah, good old bouncer followed by a full Yorker. As well on offer for Alauddin Babu. Not that pacey when it comes to his pace, but it's deadly accurate most of the time. As the mid-off in circle, that's where 𝗵𝗫𝗃𝗃 likes to go, but under the circumstances, 3 wickets down into the 9th over. Will he be brave enough to take that risk? That's the question to be asked. As he played pull shot just for a single.
Happy to give the strike back to William Wasisto. Has been in good form. It takes a bit of time. 17 of 19, strike rate below 100. They wouldn't mind that. They have the likes of 𝗍𝗫𝗂𝗃𝗃 coming in later on. Mohammad Nawaz is also there. Abu Haider and Ziaur Rahman both can bat. Hold again.
The Khulna Tigers have been quite good in the middle overs. They are packed with some heavy hitters, as you just said. Even Mohammad Nawaz as a batter, he can use the long handle for good effect. Just feel one of these batters got to bat through to get to that 170, 180, which we feel is a par score in these conditions. 𝗿𝗵𝗃𝗃, he lives in knife on his edge. But Mehdi Hasan Miraj, he can play that anchor role what his team is craving for.
Bit of a yes and no. Yes, it was a similar strategy from them against Chittagong Kings. 86 between Wasisto and 𝗍𝗫𝗂𝗃𝗃. But you know, squeeze them, squeeze the runs out. You prompt them to play the difficult shot, try to create something out of the ordinary. Might just give you the wickets.
Two left-arm spinners in this side, Chaturanga and Nazmul. Won't be surprised soon after the strategic timeout is over. Has to be a wide. Yeah, 𝗍𝗫𝗂𝗃𝗃 confirms it. Soon after the timeout, end of this over, gets a left-arm spinner, gets through the over, gets a couple of the bowlers to finish off. That should be the tactic 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 will use for sure. Unfortunately, Chaturanga de Silva has not lived up to the expectations. The last game was quite expensive. Today, the first over went for 13 runs. Yes, he bowled in the power play. If he can pull up his socks, bowl those dot deliveries, but 𝗃𝗧 is craving for. Has to be a wide again. I think that will have a lot of options when it comes to Dhaka Capitals in the middle overs.
Speaking of options, they do have plenty. 26 bowlers used, but in this over, 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪 has been guilty. Spraying it wide, 3 wides already.
A typical commentator's curse, isn't it? Just mentioned how good when it comes to controlling his lines and lengths. Bounce, a steep bounce again by 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪. Ended up bowling 3 wides. But a good comeback delivery, the last one. Line was good, bounce was very steep. Surprise 𝗿𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪.
Good comeback. But you know, does that mean that I can keep you under check whenever you're praising a player?
Always good to be in check, rather than being too overconfident. Play the ball on its merit. Enjoy the occasion. Two is a call by Miraj. And he has probably even more. Nicely plays and time to end the 9th over. 74 for 3.
That's the 9 runs of the 9th over. Makes it 74 for 3.
74 for 3 after 9 overs, 66 deliveries more. They have 10 runs per over. They finish at 184. Which I feel 175 is the pass score minimum. Skipper 𝗃𝗧 introduces himself as a 7th bowler in the attack.
Seventh bowler already in the 10th over. Tells you something, but also to my surprise, you know, this is a team which has options, yet ended up losing the first 2 matches.
It's about using your resources according to situation. Outside edge and gone. 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪, who was that short third man, it was a sitter. Mid-innings and Miraj either side to 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪. 5 feet at least would have been a boundary, and he only found the fielder behind square.
Looking for a wicket. Mentioned this earlier, the Dhaka captain this time gets his counterpart. And 𝗿𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪 plays it late, opens the face of the bat. Short third was rightly placed. 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪 makes no mistake. High fives all around the Dhaka camp. And it's only because that this man is walking back. Gone for 8. 𝗃𝗧 gets the wicket. Khulna Tigers 75 for 4. Full crowd in here at the Sher-e-Bangla. Dhaka team at the moment are on top. The pendulum swinging. Mohammad Nawaz is the new batter in. That's at a very, very healthy strike rate of 150. This BPL career, they need all his offerings with the bat today. The Khulna Tigers.
I need to use all his experience. And what a bonus wicket for 𝗃𝗧. Captain picking up the captain. Just on how many times we've seen Shamnoy, after a break, a wicket goes. I think in this BPL itself, I saw about 4 to 5 times. And this was a nothing delivery. Half-hearted, almost like a catching practice. They played it in 10. And really good, given that swash, I'm sure would have been a boundary.
Again, they have to rebuild. Khulna Tigers. Straight to short third, 27 meters. And he also went down the wicket, didn't he?
That probably would have to change the lengths of 𝗃𝗧. It's quite comfortable holding that length, particular length, hitting the in-between length. 𝗃𝗧 and 𝗿𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪 had many battles playing for their countries. Battle as won by the captain of the Dhaka Capitals.
Everything that brings down the run rate. 7.73, still in pretty good health. They were 55 for 2 at the end of the power play. Going at 10 runs and over at the end of the 5th over. So it has come down significantly. An inside edge. No run on offer. Very well bowled over from Thisara. Just 2 runs and a wicket. Halfway through the innings, Khulna Tigers 76 for 4.
Halfway through, that's the target they'll be looking at. The projected scores be more like 176. That'll be a reasonably comfortable total to defend. 152 on this wicket maybe will not be enough. We'll see how it progresses in the next 10. Nawaz on strike to Najmul Opu. Leans into that, plays it into the deep just for the single. A lot of work to be done here by the Khulna team. Going at 7.57, we've got to start stepping on the gas.
I agree with you that 150 is probably not going to be enough, but let's just remember that in the evening games, the average first inning score here is only 154. Is that it comes down considerably from what was 190 for the afternoon game. So it does seem to be tougher to bat under lights than it does in the afternoon. But I still agree with you. I think 150 would be, it might be just a little shy of where they need to be.
That's swept fine. Lovely looking shot. Just where he needed to put it. And he has done it with a touch of class.
Just with the angle. The ball's going down the leg side, and he's a good sweeper of the ball. He gets nice and low. 𝗂𝗶𝗱𝗲.
Sisto, run a ball 23. Got a 6 in his compilation so far of runs. Goes again. Now the bowler is making it easier for him to play those sweep shots. Just remember, HD, in the last match, he was scratchy early on, Basisto, and then once he got going, there's no stopping him. Well, and for those in the stadium, here's the cherry on top. The BPL raffle draw gives one lucky spectator a chance to win a Rivu electric bike. Work Bangladesh Taka 1 lakh every day. All you have to do is stay in the stadium until the first innings of the second match of the day, and your ticket ID automatically enters the draw. How cool is that? And how cool is that shot too? Nicely done. Working their way nicely in this over. I don't want to get a ricochet off a good effort at the stumps and give some extra runs. Test chilly out there. Just the manner in which he's milking the runs. Very good. The bowling has been decent enough. Except for the first couple of balls, he's come back nicely on target. It's Nawaz and Basisto, just rotation of the strike, what they require if the big runs are not coming.
Dhaka fought back very well. They were absolutely flying, the Tigers. 49 without loss. And still within the power play. So Dhaka have done very well.
Waits for that little bit of grip and turn and opens pace, soft hands away from the fielder. A couple of very well taken runs to finish the 11th over, which yielded 11 runs. It's 87 for 4. Sillet. A couple of days' time, and sure, spectators and Sillet are waiting to join in on the fun. .91 current rate. Dhaka team desperately in search of their first win will be trying to just break this partnership. 𝗂𝗏𝗽𝗂𝗪𝗏 straight back to the bowler.
I'm just wondering if after that power play, when they got off to such a good start, if they were just aiming a little bit too high, if they thought, well, the earlier game is 219, we've got to get near there, rather than looking at the patterns of the game in the evening and thinking, well, on 170, 180 might be a really, really good score. Now they're going to have to scrap to get there.
That is gone. Trying to get a move on in the process, plays it in there, straight very quickly to that fielder, and 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 is pleased with the effort of 𝗂𝗏𝗽𝗂𝗪𝗏, the bowler, who's got an important breakthrough here.
Every time they get aggressive, they lose a wicket. Straight to the captain, Pereira at extra cover. Now it ends in the wickets again. Mohammad Nawaz goes for 15. They're half out yet, Khulna. 87 for 5.
Well, that does not make happy reading for Khulna Tigers supporters. 30 from the top, quick fire. 30 from Naeem. Vasisto is still there. That's the saving grace. But the others, 1, 5, 8 and 5. It's not going to do it for the Tigers. But in comes Mahidul Islam Ongkon, the man who really made a difference in the last game. 355 runs so far in 23rd innings for him in his BPL career. But what is significant is, can he replicate anywhere near that devastating innings he played last time around here? 59 not out of just 22 balls. Got him the Man of the Match award.
Wasn't quite a half volley, so when it's that sort of length, you need to let the ball come to you a little bit more to be able to hit it on the ground, or if you are going to go over the top, well, get it up and over that man. A short extra.
Oh, I thought I heard two sounds. It's a vociferous appeal by the bowler, not interested, the umpire. I don't know, I heard two sounds, and they're thinking of a review, yes or no? No, not quite sure. Doesn't seem too interested. There you see it from the expression on his face, from the grimaces, yeah, they're not too convinced that they should go for a review, and that might be the wisest thing to do. They only have one review left anyway, can't risk that.
High.
Oh, once again, getting the inside part of the bat. He's just honing in, just a little bit of shape inwards. And even when it's releasing the ball, you can see the angle which the seam has produced as he delivers. This is a look, quick look. The impact was umpire's call. Wickets, if it was given out, it would have stayed out. Original decision was not out. Closer than we thought initially. Oh, that rate up. What a terrific over by 𝗂𝗏𝗽𝗂𝗪𝗏. A wicket and just a single run. 12 done. 88 for 5. A lot of work to be done by this pair. Vasisto has been there, but it needs the support of Mahidul Islam Ongkon. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 Silva. Chaturanga bowls one pretty close to the batter, and that allows him to make it into a half volley in the slot and comfortably puts it away to the boundary.
White ball, red ball, coloured clothing, whites. That is an authentic extra cover drive. Beautiful shot.
Stepping forward, going to the pitch, making the right contact. Doesn't have to bludgeon everything. You can just time it and place it and make it look so very easy in just garnering the runs. But he has shown his prowess as a big hitter in the recent past. Oh, it's a pitch, but safe. There is cover this time.
Played brilliantly the other day. Win against Chittagong. He came in when the team was in a little bit of trouble. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 was the man with him. And he played a quite superb innings. Unbeaten 59 of just 22 balls. He went to his 50 in 18 deliveries, the fastest in BPL history by a Bangladesh player.
You will notice, oh, that's reversed. It's up and straight down the throat. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 trying to get a move on. In the process, he tries the reverse, could not keep it in control. Aerial and simple one in the deep. Another one bites the dust.
Well, he's hung around and he's hung around and he's watched all fall around him, 𝗃𝗃𝗃. But now, after 52 overs in the field, he finally departs. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 goes for 26. The Tigers are 93 for 6.
In trouble, Khulna once again losing a man who has been there for a while. Just when he needed to be there, 𝗵𝗃𝗃 tried the reverse, could not keep it along the ground and was straight in the hands of Ranjane, who is not going to miss those. A little dolly, gratefully accepted.
Wanted to try and get that a little bit finer.
Just on the leg side, Zia Rahman. He's been around for a while. 61st innings for him, 903 runs. He's supposedly, when he started, known as a specialist T20 player, but really has not lived up to the initial expectations from him. Oh, not again. That's uncalled for. New batter comes in, you bowl 2 wides to him. He'll try to come straight and the batter will be ready for him. There you go. Into the deep. Just a single to open things up for Zia Rahman.
Just wonder how 𝗏𝗏's going to go about his work now that he's lost the opening batter, 𝗵𝗃𝗃. These two might just need to take it a little bit deeper, maybe 15, 16 overs, and then look to put the foot down, because you think that if 𝗏𝗏 gets out now, they could get bowled out.
Last thing they want to do, well, he's tucked it around the corner to get a single. 9 runs of the 13th over, 97 for the loss of 6 wickets. Just waiting for the over to start. Got third man, backward point, deep point and cover maybe. Extra cover and a long off on the offside. On the onside, there's a mid-on, the backward square. Right, let's go down and join Shamana. He's got Rakibul Hassan, the technical chief of the BPL.
Yes, absolutely. I've got with me Mr. ASM Rakibul Hassan, chairman of the technical committee of the Bangladesh Premier League. Sir, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm very happy. It's a lovely crowd. We are all around.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to ask you, this is the Dutch Bangla Bank BPL, the 11th edition of it. How is this one different from the others?
Well, on a technical side, I will say that this year we are having a DRS system which has got a complete package. including Hawkeye. So cannot be any issue from any teams that they have missed out on this out or decision making. It has become easier for the match officials to make the decisions. If they have got any doubt, they can always fall back to the third umpire.
Yeah, and speaking of the pitches have been very, very good, producing some runs, and there's something for the seamers and spinners as well.
Oh yes, it's evenly poised, and there's a lot of true bounce, balls coming on the bat, and you can see there are plenty of runs that have already been scored. Previous years, we had a little bit of hiccup. There were balls going down a bit and then up and down, but this year, so far, so good.
Yeah, today being the weekend, fantastic Friday evening, jam-packed 𝗵𝗺liche Bangla. But even when the tournament kick-started on a weekday, we've had crowd in the stadium.
Absolutely, it was also almost packed. So it shows what? The craze for cricket in this country. And it's needless to say that cricket is one of the biggest brand of this country. So we are very proud that we got the public support, and the only thing, my expectation as a former captain also, that the players must deliver now.
Yeah, the players must deliver now. And having said that, today being the last match day of this phase, we move on to Sylhet and then to the port city of Chittagong. What's your expectations?
Our expectation is that Sylhet will be a lot of runs. We can see. But only thing with the worry that is the crowd, the murky weather and the foggy weather. So we are keeping in close touch. It could be so that we might bring down the match timing if need be. In Chittagong, we will not have that kind of crisis, but wicket will be very good in Chittagong as well.
Yeah, wickets are to be good in both Sylhet and Chattogram. That's what the chairman of the technical committee promises. But at the same time, your worry, I think Sylhet, has the same amount of passion for cricket as well. Thank you very much for joining, and wish you all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Back to the commentary box.
Just a delivery left. There's only 5 singles in the over. They have really managed to arrest the initial momentum that was created by the Khulna Tigers. Oh, isn't that lovely? The guest birds all the way from Siberia coming to Bangladesh during the winter. And we have lots of them. All these different breeds coming and nestling here around different parts. Oh, tentative, uppish, safe eventually. 5 runs of the 14th over, 102 for 6. Not looking good. Naeem Sheikh, 30, 26 from Bosisto. Nobody ever got started. Nothing in the middle order. It's up to Mahidul Islam Onkon now to show his wares, to replicate what he had done in the previous game, the fastest 50 by a Bangladeshi in a BPL. And really, it's different. Actually, different conditions are very different. He was batting during the day in the last game, and we both talked about how difficult it is to really replicate the performance with the batters in the evening here. But a job has to be done. You can't die wandering. Got to make a move. Good bowling. Tight, accurate bowling does not allow him to free his arms. Now, bit of a yes and no. Oh dear. That is a bonus run.
Came a long way down, but I don't think he was ever going to be in danger of being run out. So maybe that ball should have just been held on to. But at 104 for 6, at a run rate of just over 7, I don't think that they're in a poor position as far as the run rate goes. It's the wickets column that's a concern, and that's why I feel these two need to just bat a little bit longer, because if they can get to the 150 mark, I think that's more than competitive.
Yes, we did point out, you did point out that the 155 is the par in the evening games. And so 150 with a nice little number psychologically, more than anything else to achieve. But from now, if you want to reach 150, say another 45 runs in the remaining 5 overs, plausible, but difficult.
You've got to go at 9 to the over, but you would hope that Mahidul in one of overs 18, 19 or 20 could provide you with a big over.
But you've got to have Mahidul on strike at that point in time. Can't really trust numbers 9, 10 and Jack if they are around at that point.
Yeah, hence the reason why I say for the next 2 or 3 overs, I think that these two should just be going, look, if we go minimum run a ball, we don't need to take the unnecessary risks here, minimum run a ball. Then when we get to overs 18, 19 and 20, we're not going to get bowled out anymore, so we can then put the foot down.
If anyone can put the foot down, it would be Zia Rahman. Half-cocked, half-hearted sort of shot that attempted. Zia very capable to hit the big ones over the top. Just doesn't seem to be in the groove at the moment.
It's confidence, isn't it? Confidence. One good stroke or a nice innings and he'll be away again. But you've got to get it. Bear in mind as well that if you can get around that 150 mark, you're playing against the team who haven't won a game yet. And if you look at them as a franchise, they've lost 13 in a row.
They don't want to be reminded of that. They want to win this one. Get the points for the first time. The Dhaka franchise. Dhaka Capitals desperately in search of a win. They've done well so far in restricting the strong Khulna Tigers team to 106 and got the last ball of the 15th over coming. But it's this pair, I think, have got to take them to that 18th over that you're talking about. Just push and run. 5 runs again of the 15th over. 107 for 6.
Looking at phase by phase, 55 for 2 was still okay for the Khulna Tigers, but again, it's the middle overs, but they've lost quite a few wickets. A run rate still in good health, 7.13. The wickets column that would worry them, and that would excite Dhaka Capitals. 𝗬𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗃. Oh, that rose up sharply. This is a good delivery to start off from the Fizz. Keeping it tight. Reason I said the Dhaka Capitals would be excited that this is an opportunity to take a few more wickets and limit the opposition. But 𝗿𝗏𝗃𝗄𝗃 Khan alongside. Very good evening.
Good evening, Shomana. Good evening, all. This innings have gone nowhere. Opening partnership of 49. And all of a sudden, they're 6 down for 108 with that single. 59 runs, and they've lost 6 wickets. Incredible, isn't it? Funny game. You talk about big runs, you talk about that 100 in that first match today. But the bowlers have done the trick. Dhaka Capitals looks to be in control.
Would be pretty content. Khulna Tigers camp. Saw the coach, Talha Zubair. 𝗵𝗵 Shojib also there. This is a good move, bringing in the Fizz from Thisara Pereira. Positive move, looking for wickets. On the money. Now, Khulna Tigers, with the pair in the middle, can bat, are good batters. They still have 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗄𝗃.
You got to give it to Thisara Pereira, the way he's handled the bowlers. Remember, he used 5 bowlers inside the power play. And now, they've already used 7. Thisara Pereira has only bowled 1 over, but he has been among the wickets. He has picked up a wicket. Apart from Jahid and Mustafizur, everybody here are among the wickets. But he's done a decent job with the ball, Mustafizur Rahman. They'll be happy to see the kind of form that he's shown. Yes, not among the wickets, but he's been pretty economical. In his 3rd over, he's only gone for 11.
The economy below 4. Kept it tight from one end. Speak of bowling in tandem. They enjoyed it. Yeah, exciting atmosphere here at the 𝗃𝗺𝗃 Bangla. Ankon sends 𝗬𝗏 back, rightly so. Just the 3 singles in this fizz over. 4 more overs to go. Khulna Tigers are 110 for 6. Yeah, pretty festive and colourful. It is the Mirpur Stadium. Chilly weather, not a bad time to enjoy games of cricket. Not sure if it's the right sort of weather for ice cream though.
The Mahidul Islam Ankon, who's batting at the moment on 17 of 17. He smashed 6 sixes in that last match when he went on to pick up the quickest 50 in the history of BPL. He needs to get going because this innings is just getting stranded and dealing in singles. 24 deliveries since the last boundary. You mentioned about the exploit with Ziaur Rahman. Yeah, top shot off the back foot. That's crunched away for the boundary. They need a few more.
Was the slower delivery attempted? Consecutive occasion, and this occasion, Ziaur judged it nicely off the back foot, crunched 2 covers. Well played. Need that. Mahidul needs a bit of support from the other end. Pulls it in the air, square legs running, but it's gone all the way. Exactly the support Mahidul Ankon needs, and Ziaur is giving it. It's a 6.
It's a good start to this over, the single and then a 4 followed by a 6. Short, easy pickings. Not a long boundary on the leg side. Square of the wicket have been pretty short. 659 meters, and it's still gone by a distance. And they need to make sure that this is a very good over for them.
Full on this occasion. Pushes it. Last 30 balls. 34 for 1. Changes the complexion. Ready 12 runs of the 4 deliveries of this Abu Jaid Rahi over. Needs some runs on the board for the bowlers to bowl at. Well bowled. They're running the first one hard. Ankon wants the strike back, and he will get it back.
Yeah, good running. The moment he played that shot, he knew that the 2 was on. So there was no hesitation when they're looking for the second run. No hiccups, trust the partner and get back on strike. Yeah, very good. 14 in this over.
That sounded good. It has height and it also has distance, as the fielder deep mid wicket 𝗬𝗏𝗄𝐻 has fallen over the wedges. Ends the over with a 6. 20 runs of this over. And after 17, Khulna Tigers are 130 for 6. Top building, the tall building, the green one to your right has 20 stories in it. Courtesy of the hitting from Mahidul Islam Ankon and also Ziaur, but this is the 6th of the last delivery.
Yeah, it's in the slot. And he's not taking a long stride. What he has done is that he's gone deep in his crease and used the weight and then smashed it. Really good connection. A nice shot, really nice shot. That is a cracking shot from Ziaur Rahman. Now this innings, all of a sudden has started kicking in the right direction. 20 runs in the previous over. And the first delivery of this over has gone to the boundary.
He's a tall, powerful lad, is Ziaur Rahman. Throwing out the stats, doing it in the middle. Thumped that one. Powerfully hit. Importantly, through the gap. That too against the fizz. It was the cutter in the air. Luckily for the batter, it will fall safe. They're looking for the second and will get it again.
It's a good partnership here now. 43 of 30 deliveries. They're rolling the fingers over. Lucky to get away with it. He'll manage to pick up a couple of runs, so he will be on strike. 6 of the first 2 deliveries.
Comes down the wicket. Didn't get hold of it. Fielder will do the rest. Tanzid Tamim and long off takes the catch. The Fizz has the last laugh as far as this contest goes.
It's a nice little cameo. Yeah, he's disappointed. They needed someone to come and play a similar kind of innings. Maybe a little touch longer. Getting the toe end of the bat. And it spoons up at long off. Easy for Tanzid Hasan to take that catch. 1 for 22. 126 for 7.
Quick fire 43-run partnership between Mahidul Onkon and Ziaur Rahman has just been broken. That brings in Abu Haider Ronnie. 108 the strike rate in his BPL career. Let me tell you, he's worked on his batting. He has a point to prove. Playing a miss. Not the easiest. Not easy to go after Mustafiz. Ziaur did a bit. 4-2 and then this. Bottom part of the bat. Using his feet. Not enough behind it. Only to sky it for a bit. Tanzid Hasan came forward in time. Made it into an easy catch. Just about to... Just shifting gears for Khulna Tigers. Bingo. Ronnie's off the mark and gives the strike back to Onkon. 7.68 the current run rate. One more delivery to go in this 18th over. 12 more deliveries to follow. Add another 20 more runs if these two can make the most of it, at least close to 160. That's a defendable total. Mahidul Islam Onkon on strike. He's checking the field out. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Mid off inside the circle. On the stumps. Takes a single, retains the strike. Mahidul, 18 done. 138 for 7. 6 of the 7 bowlers, including himself, Thisara Pereira, among the wickets. Only Abu Jaid Rahi, the solitary inclusion in the side for today's match, missing out. Slightly expensive as well. So was Chaturanga. Abu Jaid in with his last over. And wings deployed. That is a huge hit from Mahidul. It is a big 6.
I'm not too sure why he is in the attack, because he went for 20 runs in his last over and he concedes a 6 of the first delivery. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely hitting from the youngster. It's right in the block hole. In the zone. Not in the block hole. In the zone, in the slot. Correction. And he's played that away. Beautifully done.
Over. Long on is a contender. And takes the catch. It's Tanzir Hassan yet again. 2 catches in consecutive overs at this time of the bowling of 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗀. And now he's also among the wickets.
He's been expensive already, 43 conceded, and he has another 4 balls to bowl here. Yeah, clever piece of bowling because it was a slower delivery. Pace of the ball does the trick for 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗀. Maidul Islam goes for another very useful knock. We'll have to wait and see whether they end up on the winning note. 32 of 22, 144 for 8.
8 down. Khulna. The pendulum has been swinging throughout this innings. Back of a hand slower. Being hit for a 6. Goes for it again, does Mahidul. And easy pickings for Tanzir. Another off cutter to Nasum, the left-hander, the new batter in. He's off the mark. Rightly, what he does is gives Ronnie the bat.
Yeah, just from the back of the hand. Very good from 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗀 coming back and picking up a wicket after being hit for the 6 in the first delivery that he bowled in that over. 3 matches before this, night games, 191 for 6 and 155 for 6. Was successfully defended. 124 was chased by Rangpur Riders. If you look at the average, batting first in the evening game has been 156. They have 146 on the board at the moment. So if they can manage to score 150 should be there. If they can get past 160 plus, then I reckon the game on, because we've seen Dhaka Capitals struggling with their batting. So a lot will depend on Tanzir Hassan and Lichun Kumar Das. Right. Nasum Ahmed on strike.
Oh, outside edge. Third inside the circle. Runs away and helps the cause of the Khulna Tigers with 4 runs.
150 on the board with that boundary. Again, conceding a boundary. It's a little bit too wide. It's still nicely played. There was a fielder at short third, but he has no chance whatsoever because he's gone fine. Just away from that fielder and the keeper. Right in the middle. Already 12 in that over. 32 deliveries for the third 50.
Was the slower one again. Went for the big hoik, misses it. 12 runs and a wicket in this over. 1 more to go, 150 for 8. "15 fours, 4 sixes. It's the 49 dots that gives credit to the bowling side. Dhaka Capitals. Just more than 8 overs where Khulna Tigers not managed to score from. Ranjane with the last over. It is a skyscraper. Doesn't have the distance, enough distance. Abu Haider Rani has turned it on with a maximum.
Puts a smile on the skipper's face. Why not? They know that if they get past the 150, 160, they're in with a chance. It's a slower delivery in the slot and a lovely strike. He went with Ranjane. He had other options too.
Goes again. You could hear the frustration from Ronnie. He's looking to hit with a lot of power.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, Chaturanga bowled well, I thought. He picked up a couple of wickets, 2 for 22. There was another option. There was an option for Alauddin Babu to come and bowl the last over. He only went for 15 in 3 overs.
Short. Bowled. That one's, yes, another maximum. Second one of this over.
Player of the tournament in the NCL T20. And he's showing his class with the bat. That is some very good hitting. First was in the slot, this one on a shorter side, and he picks the length very quickly and he smashes it for 83m6 towards deep mid wicket.
And again, six more from 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗻𝗀𝗀. Mentioned he has a point to prove when he came into bat. He is proving the point.
They had struggled to pick up boundaries, but I can tell you, especially in this over, it's been raining sixes only. That's the third six, back-to-back six. Looking for that Yorker, resulting in a low full toss, and the result the same. 6.66, 18 in the first four. Want to know what this is turning out to be? The score moves to 168, and I reckon game on.
Changes his guard to 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗻𝗀𝗀. He's been working on his batting. An opportunity to have a conversation with him during the NCL. You mentioned he was the player of the tournament. Now to play that part of the all-rounder. Outside off. Better bowling. He's running the first one hard. He's so hungry. He wants the strike back. This Ronnie, he won't get it back. So Nasum will have to take the last delivery of the 20th.
The biggest over in this inning has been 20 from Abu Jahid. This has already got 19. That was the first one. This is the second six. And the third one. With his terrific batting. That is brilliant batting. 21 in just 8 deliveries. Strike rate of 262 from 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗻𝗀𝗀. Certainly given his team a lot of hope. Right, can he pick up a boundary here? Can he finish it off in style? 169 for 8, Khulna.
Hits it straight downtown. Will get another boundary. Here's the answer. And ruins the over. 3 sixes, 1 boundary and a single. 23 of the 20th. Khulna Tigers manage 173 for the loss of 8 wickets of their 20, and they completely have momentum on their side.
The biggest over is the last over. 23 runs. Last 5 overs, Khulna Tigers have managed to score 66 runs for 2 wickets. What a cameo from 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀. And mind you, it was Nasum Ahmed on strike of the last delivery of the last over, and he smashes it down the ground for the boundary.
Yeah, runs at the top. Partnership of 49 between Naeem and Bosisto. Then a few single figures, 1585. And then the batting depth of Khulna Tigers coming into full use as they shifted to top gears. 32 of 22 Mahidul, 22 of 15 Ziaur, 21 of 8 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀, and 9 of 4 Nasum. Each of those contributions matter. They made it to 173 for 8 of their 20.
They started well with their opening partnership of 49, but they started losing wickets one after another. A very good partnership between Mahidul and Ziaur Rahman, which added 43, gave that impetus, and at the end, that was brilliant. Nasum and 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗻𝗀𝗀, especially 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, smashed those 3 sixes to put on 29 in just 10 deliveries to get the score to 173 for 8.
Yeah, 7 bowlers used by Thisara Pereira. That includes himself. All among the wickets, Chaturanga 2 for 22. But Mustafizur was the most economical, 1 for 19 for him. Alauddin Babu also bowled very well, 1 for 15 of his 3 overs. 173 for 8, that's what's on the board. And 174 is the target for Dhaka Capitals in 20 overs. We'll take a short break and come back with a run chase. It promises to be a cracker of a match.
Number 8, Dhaka Capitals versus the Khulna Tigers. Good evening from the Sher-e-Bangla National Cricket Stadium. Dutch Bangla Bank BPL T20 in action. Well, the huddle and the plans before the event always the norm these days, and I'm sure they'll be very focused. Just cut the runs on the board, and they'll try to defend that. Good evening, Fawaz Maroof.
Good evening, Shamin. Good evening, all our viewers. 93 for 6 when William Bosisto fell in the 12th over, the fourth delivery. But since then, they need to pull up their socks. Dhaka Capitals have been in a losing course for a very long time, even in the last season's BPL. Yes, I understand. It's a different ownership. Still, Capitals' names go forward.
They have the support. It is the local team, after all, and there's quite a large attendance here. The Sher-e-Bangla, Tanzid Hassan, 17th innings for him, 434 runs. He has a good strike rate. And 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗻𝗄𝗎𝗪, the two opening batters for the Dhaka Capitals. (2,107 runs. Wealth of experience, but it's what matters today. How they negotiated. As expected, Nasu Mohammed, who's got this knack of opening the bowling and getting amongst the wickets early on. Here we go. Chopped that very nicely, in control, and off it goes to the boundary. But that's a good start.
Ideal start, I would say. Walking into the halfway mark, the momentum was clearly with the bowling side. Khulna Tigers. First ball, just a bit of width outside the yaw stump. Nicely chopped away, playing it late, and most importantly, finding the gap.
Yeah, as you said, just a little wide. It wasn't that far wide. Manner in which he played that very late between those two fielders. Oh, he walks across and it tonks it away. And it's going to be hauled in. Didn't quite get hold of it as well as you'd have liked, but the intentions pretty clear.
Also a good option, a safe option. Walking towards the offside, the square leg and the fine leg guy in the circle. He's trying to pump it over them. Got the high part of the bat. Intentions quite clear, trying to maximize the first 6 overs.
Nicely done. This was more comfortably negotiated. Tanzid Hassan scored 30 and 21 balls and 9 of 10 balls in his previous 2 innings. Brings in 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗄𝗪𝗏 into strike, who scored himself 31 runs in 27 balls and a duck in the previous game. So he'll want to get a move on. He's such a good player. Once he gets set, the opposition have got headaches. But he has to make that start. And to deny him, it's Nasu Mohammed. Nicely easing into that.
Yeah, that stat shows that both these batters have had a decent hit in the middle. Got starts. Tanzid got a 30, 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗄𝗪 got a 31. They've batted enough. But this is where their class, their experience is going to be important. Once you get a start, it's important to carry on. They got the firepower in the middle order. They just need the top order, one of those batters, to be the anchor.
Oh, that's possibly going to be a wide. There it is. He's trying to tickle it around the corner. Liton Dash and Tanzid Hassan recorded a 65-run partnership versus the Rangpur Riders in match number 2. Which happens to be the only 50-plus run opening partnership so far. Oh, a bit of a surprise. Wild swipe. Misses the bat. And very close to the edge.
This had 4 written all over it. Tanzid wanted to go extra cover. I thought the length was there, even the line. Just couldn't get the connection. Asum, I don't think that's the line to bowl when you have all the fielders in the offside in the circle. Got to be straighter, got to be tighter.
Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Yeah, tighter. Almost induced the edge again. First over completed. 9 without loss. 165 runs needed of the 114 balls. Required run rate at this point in time, manageable. Hasan Mahmood, BPL career, 41 wickets. 43rd match for him, 1 4-wicket haul. They would love to replicate that in this match. Can swing the ball, he's very adept. Not the paciest, but he does manage to shape the ball in and away from the batters.
A beautiful shape to start with. He has been very impressive. Saw him first during the Test series against Sri Lanka when he played the Test match up in Chittagong. Bowled really well. Slowly but surely he's climbing up that ladder, the fast bowler's cartel of the Bangladeshi national side.
Cartel. Mop of hair. Just going back to one of our past pace bowling coaches, Alan Donald, when he was here, amongst the bowlers, pace bowlers on view, he reckoned that this guy had the ability to swing the ball both ways more comparatively, more than the others. They had other features, other advantages, but swinging the ball, he's a swinger.
Alan Donald probably would have seen the polished diamond of Hasan Mahmood, but the uncut diamond was found by 𝗃𝗃𝗃 Ramanayaka, who has spent many of years in Bangladesh cricket. All these bowlers like Taskin Ahmed, Mustafiz, Hasan Mahmood, even Mashrafi Mortaza played with him for a long time. Known for a fact, I'm very close to 𝗃𝗃𝗃 Ramanayaka. He speaks a lot about the fast bowlers who comes through the Bangladesh setup. He's one reason why this set of fast bowlers are doing so well and very impressive.
Thought of having a go at that one, just let it go, because it kept on going away from him. Do not want to be enticed. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 Ramanayaka, has been there with Bangladesh cricket on different capacities over the years, and I'm sure a lot of these cricketers who have got themselves established in the international arena would like to go back to what he had taught them and guided them and coached them over the years. Sometimes these coaches and the guides are forgotten, like the unsung heroes we talk about. It's good of you to remember one. Cramped him for space. That was going the other way.
All the Bangladeshi fast bowlers we just named, 2 other from Sri Lanka, be very thankful for 𝗃𝗃𝗃 would be Lasith Malinga and one Kulasekara. Was found, trained, skilled by 𝗃𝗃𝗃 Ramanayaka. And just a good coach.
Was 𝗃𝗃𝗃 playing when you were, or was he after you, or there's a reason for that question?
I was wondering why is it so late. He used to coach me as well, the 𝗃𝗃𝗃.
That's the only one he missed. Little shuffle and caught the eye of the bowler, who tries to bowl it a little straighter and goes down the leg side for a wide.
The previous over, Shamim, Asum, and 5th ball, he pitched it up, gave the full boundary, missed it, and then he pulled the length back and slightly straighter. Nasum Mohammed, I still feel the line has to be slightly straighter towards middle stump or hitting the off stump, but the length definitely is pulling it back. The other reason, the bounce. The first almost hitting the visor of the wicketkeeper. Nasum is a tall bowler. When he lets it go, it does bounce. Also shows Mirpur pitch. The bounce for the spinners. This is a good shot. A pick up into the grandstands. Not a bad delivery by Hasan. It's a back of a delivery, but picked it early. Massive 6 over square leg.
Yeah, he read that line very well. It did come onto the bat very nicely. Just stood his ground. Was very balanced at point of impact, helping it on its way for a maximum. 75 meters. That went a long, long way. suddenly turning out to be another big over.
He did pick the bones out of that, didn't he? Nice sound of the bat, went a long way.
Oh, almost chopped it on. Gained that little shape inwards. Good finish to the over by Hasan Mahmood. After 2, it's 17 without loss. The Dhaka Capitals have had a good start here in the chase of the target of 174 set by the Khulna Tigers. Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Well. Very early in the innings. He's going to come in and try and get early wickets. 66 wickets. He can be a bowler which batters are not always comfortable with. Not lethal, but he will produce that golden delivery that gets the wicket. Oh, he's got a hold of that. And he's got the wicket that he wanted. Temptation there. Mehdi Hasan Miraj's plans worked perfectly. Enticed Liton Kumar Das to go for the big one. And he holds out.
I thought it was 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗀 Zadran fielding at deep mid wicket. It was a good catch. Even before the bowler bowled, I thought Liton Das was ready for the slog sweep. He set himself up over mid wicket. The length was slightly shorter. That's why he had to drag it towards square leg. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, the captain, strikes the big wicket of Liton Das. 17 for 1 Dhaka.
Stephen Eskenazi comes in. 3,168 runs, 110 innings. Very experienced player. A pitch and gone! Bye-bye birdie! That's 2 in 2. He was halfway into that shot, really not committed, and it was the simplest of takes. Oh, they are rocking and rolling.
The softest of dismissals. Ball into his field, midland leg line, slowing it down. And Eskenazi way too early to the stroke. Will Bosisto can't believe his luck. A simple catch, a golden duck for Eskenazi. 17 for 2 Capitals.
What an astute decision it was by the skipper to bring himself on. And he has delivered the goods. 2 wickets in the first 2 balls. Dhaka Capitals under extreme duress. On a hat-trick, Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Pressure on the new batter, 𝗂𝗲𝗂𝗃 Hussain. Here we go. The reaction of the close-in fielders tell you all.
It's easy, soft, whatever you name it. In a power play is what didn't the Dhaka Capitals want. They just needed one player in the power play to go berserk, but not losing wickets. Liton Das is due and he's just losing wickets. Softest of dismissals.
That's Hussain.
Number 3 guys, come on boys!
230 runs in his 12th innings of his BPL career. But his work cut out. It's going to be a tough ask.
Catch it!
Oh, catch it is the call. He keeps on playing it down the line. Very close to the follow-through of Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who has bowled 5 dot balls, includes 2 wickets. Let's see how he finishes. Cuts it just wide of the fielder. A run to spoil the over in a way. 1 run, couple of wickets in that 3rd over. 18 for 2. Now the music is blaring here during the breaks, but see a lot of people dancing. I tell you what, they're not Dhaka supporters, because Dhaka are really under tremendous pressure at the moment with 2 wickets in the previous over.
First wicket before Riton Das, trying to go over mid-wicket. First ball of Mehdi, easily taken by 𝗵𝗵𝗀 Zadran. Very next delivery. Riton Das once more the replay. 𝗵𝗀𝗀 Zadran is a safe fielder wherever he feels. Took it really easily. Abu Haider with a new ball. The fourth over.
He really played a cameo at the end of the innings when the Khulna Tigers were batting. Can he replicate that performance with the ball? He's known to be a bowler who gets wickets. And now already the Dhaka team under the pressure of having lost the 2 wickets. The score now seems very distant, that target.
That was a useful knock. 21 of 8 deliveries. Gave that emphasis, 3 massive sixes. Got the score for a very formidable one of the Khulna Tigers.
Now there's a fielder there, but he's only going to watch it sail over. There was a loose delivery, got the treatment it deserved, and maybe the 6 that the Dhaka team needed has just arrived.
It's been a while since Tanzil got the strike back. His last over was a maiden by Mehdi. First ball, he got some with, had no intention to keep it on the ground. Threw the kitchen sink at it, and it carried the distance. The pace and bounce pitch offers got to be much more straighter. Abu Haider is getting some shape, hence that's why there's a slip in place for the left-hander.
That's better, right on the money. You would expect that. The first one was a loosener, and sometimes that is to be expected. A little carried away, try a little bit extra. Does not really always work.
Yeah, 2 ways to look at it. Some warm-up deliveries. See how the seamen swing, if there's any. When you're bowling in the power play, margin of error against quality players like Tanzil is so minimal. You've got to be switch on, especially a big game for Khulna. It disappears to mid-wicket.
He's thinking of taking Abu Haider on. Maybe not the right option. Because the ball will do a little bit. We've seen the first ball, second ball being hit away for 6, but after that, it's come back well.
Yeah, better length. Definitely some movement. For once, the ball just dies off a fast bowler. Right throughout these first 4 days, we've seen the ball carrying through to the wicket-keeper.
Bowling rather slowly around the 124 mark. It's on target. That's exactly what you need to do. What a nice recovery by Abu Haider. Must say that after being hit for 6.
Absolutely. After being hit away for the maximum, 3 follow-up deliveries have been spot on. He has to finish strong. 25 for 2. 𝗍𝗫 and Miraj will be telling his troops, just sneak in 1 more wicket. Get the middle order just after the power play.
No, he's picked that up. No. Once again, it is down the throat of a fielder. It's happening on a regular basis. Abu Haider enticing Tanzil Hassan to go for the big swing. All he can do is land it in the lap of the fielder in the deep.
It's all going against Dhaka Capitals. A nothing delivery. I think it was a slow delivery. Yes, 101.8 kilometers per hour. Eyes lit up of Tanzil when he saw the length. He couldn't get the timing, the power or the placement. And 𝗵𝗵𝗀 Zadran, second time, holds on. Hassan gone for 19, Capitals 25 for 3.
The problems and the woes of the Dhaka Capitals continue here at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. They've lost their 3rd wicket, rather injudicious. They had a 6 earlier, but in an effort to get things moving, he's only done the last thing he wanted to do, and He says it's like a carom ball. He slowed it down, really slowed it down to 102. Oh, close to cut, but did manage it.
Good captaincy by 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. Two right-handers in the middle. Brings the left arm in. Horses for courses. Shubham Ranjan, the overseas professional in this side. Got some hammering when he bowled. Batted well in the previous game. Hesitation. No damage done. Probably a leg by. Or did he get some bat to that? No signal by the umpire. Inside edge.
Maha, how often have you seen a captain coming in, bowling unexpectedly on the third over, getting 2 wickets, and then taking himself off? Good captaincy.
Proactive, unselfish. These are the words I would love to use again, 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. Loves the chat, isn't he? Used to be a shy boy when he came into the scene. Now he's just waiting for a chat. Just hallmark of a player who's confident about his performances, about himself, and he's becoming a character which Bangladesh cricket need.
Indeed, well spotted. Yeah, he has opened up, but he's flourished as he flourishes in his cricketing arenas with the ball and the bat. Of course, his rapport with the media, with others, has also improved and increased, which is absolutely brilliant.
And the record speaks to itself. One of the best all-rounders in world cricket going around. Bowls, bats, fields, things like a captain, a natural leader. Lot to like about captain of Khulna Tigers. 5 done, 26 for 3.
26 for 3. They're well behind. In the air, another one. It is the 4th. 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗃𝗃 has struck. Wow. Much to the misery of Dhaka Capitals, Naseem Ahmed with the catch. This is good stuff from Khulna Tigers.
What a game 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗃𝗃's having. He's the one that shifted the momentum with the bat, and now he's doing it with the ball. For 12 overs, the Dhaka Capitals were cruising in this game, and since then it's been one-way traffic. Shorturl Hussain goes for 3. It's 26 for 4.
The captain's in at 6. Sara Pereira. The 1,000 plus runs in his BPL career. Strike rate 150. Just above. He has to play a long knock today. Reina miss. The fresh new batters in the middle. And 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗃𝗃 has taken 2 very important wickets.
It's a good catch, you know. He's plucked that out of the air. Very good catch. Love it. Desperate to win. Not satisfied with 2 wickets or 3 wickets. They just want more and more and more.
Found the gap. Found the gap. Now opens his account in style through a boundary.
This is a great shot. Really is a good shot. He's a quality player, 𝗬𝗪 Pereira. And if he is here at the back end of the innings, they'll be close. His strike rate tells you that he only knows one way how to play, and that's aggressively.
Dhaka Capitals is the first team to lose 4 wickets inside the power play in this edition of the Dutch Bangla Bank BPL. They too, same team, which happens to have the only 50+ run opening stand, which was the other day. But then there's a collapse. Oh, could have been another one. Afif was closing in from covers. Hands on his head. Abu Haider Rani, he thought he's got another one.
Got to work this away on the leg side. It's a leading edge, if you can call those bats having an edge. It's flown over cover.
He's got his tail up, Abu Haider Rani. Very proactive. See the hunger in his body language. And that will be the end of the power play. Wicket taking over. Dhaka Capitals 31 for 4. They're quite behind our Dhaka Capitals. Have lost 2 more wickets in comparison to their opposition as well. Ravindra Vimalasiri signals the completion of the power play. Chasing 174. 31 for 4 at the end of the power play are the Capitals. Lippin plays. His counterpart bowls to him. The Chief of Army Staff of Bangladesh Army, General Waqar-ul-Zaman. Well bowled, sharp movement. Appeal. Miraz reckons he's got his man and he straight away refers it upstairs. Will go over to Ali Arman Rajon.
TB Umpire Director, we have a review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. I have checked. Feet landing is a fair delivery. Move on to front on, please. Ball very close to the bat. Confirmation ultras, please. Bat involved or not.
Fielding.
Ultra is coming. Waiting for ultras. Stand by, waiting for ultras. Ultras, please. Waiting.
Still building, sir. Sorry, still building.
Ultras building.
Here it is, sir.
Yeah. When ball passes the bat, go forward. Flat line. Okay. I'm satisfied. No bat in ball. Go back to on field. Rabi, you stay your original decision. You're on screen signal now, please.
I always wonder what the players actually heard if there is not even a murmur on that line.
Well, the keeper didn't hear anything. Delivery, sliding it on. But it was the captain, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, was over-optimistic. Bit of excitement. Triple position still. Yeah, the Chief of Army Staff of Bangladesh Army, General Waqar-Uzzaman, SBP, OSP, SGP, PSC, assumed the duty of the Chief of Army Staff. 23rd June of 2024 is in the house to enjoy. That's Bangla Bank BPL powered by Rocket, co-sponsored Nexus Pay. 5 dots on the trot, coming back to the game. And the Khulna captain. What the field looks like for the left-handed 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. Prefers not to take him on. Better be saved than sorry. It's a maiden over from Miraz. 31 for 4. Chaturanga de Silva, Alauddin Babu, and then Mustafizur Rahman. So 7 and 8. They still have batters. They need a big partnership here from the ones in the middle.
Those strike rates don't suggest to me that there's a whole heap of batting to come. They need 11 to the over, and there was a couple there that were striking at under 100.
Trying to be optimistic. 31 for 4, still 6 wickets in hand. It's a game of cricket.
You stick to optimistic, I'll stick to realistic.
Whichever one ticks. Whichever one ticks. Still 143 to get for Dhaka. Required run rate above 11. There's some issues with the footmarks on the pitch. Ground staff coming in with the bucket. Perhaps some sawdust in it. Police, the army, everyone in the house enjoying a game of cricket. Yeah, these are the 4 wickets. Liton Das, the first one to go. Just picking out the fielder in the deep. Yeah, Eskinazi again. Miraz taking both, and then Abu Haider Rani using that pull shot, lofted shot. Again was Ibrahim Zadran in the deep. This was a good catch taken by Nasum. Chadadu Sandeepu had to leave. Miraz leading from the front. 2 for 1. Abu Haider Rani 2 for 12. 4 down. Hassan Mahmood's just onto his second.
A little bit short here. Ball before probably should have got clattered for 4. It was short and wide. That one was short and wide. He's a good young bowler. He gets lovely shape. Just might need to get his length right here in his line. This is when you want to put the foot on the throat. You've got complete control of the match here. You don't want to allow them back into the contest. Squeeze, make 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 make a mistake. He will come at you.
Got a question for you. Stage of the game. Khulna's point of view. Go for all-in attack and take the wickets, or you play the waiting game and wait for the players, the batters, to make a mistake?
Well, it depends what you mean by all-out attack. I mean, I don't... mean by all-out attack 3 slips in the gully. No, that's not what I would suggest. That'll be 4. But I do think that Hassan Mahmood needs to find a good line and length. He's been too short this over, and that's what I mean by letting them off the hook.
Shubham Ranjane was on top of this bouncer. Short delivery rather. Nicely maneuvered. Waited for it. Timed nicely along the ground.
I don't think it's necessary for them to bring a fifth person up inside the 30-yard circle, but maybe what they can do is, when Ranjane is on strike, to squeeze a little bit. I think when 𝗂𝗶𝗃𝗲 is on strike, the men in the 30-yard circle can just sit a little bit on their heels. He's not someone who likes to just stop and run. He wants to find boundaries. But the one thing that Khulna Tigers don't want to do is get lazy. Because I tell you, this left-hander can hit the ball a long way, and in the blink of an eye, he can have his team back on the right track.
Boundary in this over. Singles make it 8 of the 8th. 39 for 4.
Bye. Short video good in.
Mehdi and 𝗂𝗏𝗽𝗏𝗀𝗏, both amongst the wickets. Ranjane and Pereira have a job to do. Miraz has other ideas. Superbly bowled.
Who would have thought that we'd be saying in Mirpur, it's gone over the top of the stumps? His bounce here.
Credit should be given to the curator, 𝗂𝗍𝐶𝗵𝗏, and the groundsman. Put in the hard work. All the bowlers used, Nasum, Hassan Mahmood, Mehdi Miraz, 𝗂𝗏𝗽𝗏𝗀𝗏, are wicket-taking bowlers. He still has other options.
You're going to have to use them, because you've got to use 5, and he's only used 4.
Oh, yes, Miri!
Eyeing that cow corner region, Pereira hasn't succeeded yet. Miraz bowled a maiden as previous.
As the 4 bowlers used. Wisely, Mehdi. The quiet rate's starting to get a little bit out of hand. It's too early in the innings for it to have reached 12. At 12 and over with 5 overs to go is doable, but when you've got 11 overs remaining, the important thing here is that they got to hang in. It gets easier at the back end of the innings. We've seen that on numerous occasions now, both in the afternoon games and the evening games, that the ball tends to do a little bit. People lose wickets up front, but they can score at the back end.
It's the back foot, it's the back foot, and given. Miraz gets his third. Now Ranjane has challenged the decision.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I have checked the feet landing. It's a fair delivery. Move on to front on, please. Go. Ball close to the bat. Confirmation ultra is bat in ball or not. Ultra is building.
Here comes Ultra Edge.
Copy. Keep going. Go back. Go forward. Go back. go forward. When ball pass the bat, one frame back, by frame. Okay, back, go forward. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Once again. Go back, yeah. Go back. Can you show me split screen and zoom?
Not possible, sir.
Okay. Okay. One frame back. Go. Go. Okay. I am satisfied. No button ball. Go to the ball tracking, please.
Here it comes.
Waiting for ball tracking. Original decision is out. Pitching outside of impact in line. Wickets hitting. Go back to on field. Ravi, your skin signal now, please.
𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 was right. Miraz does get his third. And yes, Ranjane has to make the long walk back to the dressing room. Gone for 6. Dhaka Capitals in some trouble. 40 for 5. Two big players in the middle for Dhaka Capitals in Thisara Pereira, Alauddin Babu. The fresh batter in. Watchfully dealt with, and rightly so. So wicket taking over. Very tight bowling from Miraz. 40 for 5, Dhaka Capitals. It's the 5 dots of the orange worm that has hindered their growth. Need to catch up upwards. Can they is the question. And here's one of the options Miraz has at his disposal. Ziaur Rahman. Fair amount of variations. 3 for 18, his best. Brought in to bowl the 10th. Chilly weather, keeping the young one protected. 2 is interested in the social media. Festive mood here in Bangladesh. BPL has kick-started. Starts off with the off-cutter. Change of ends. I want to ask you, you've been here on quite a few occasions. You've enjoyed Bangladesh Premier League. And it's been quite a start, hasn't it?
I think we've sort of become accustomed to arriving in Mirpur and seeing scores of 130, 140, and it being really spinners' paradise and batters struggling. But you've already mentioned kudos to the curator and his staff, because we've had some wonderful T20 pitches. You know, and you can have the best crowds, you can have the best players, but you need to have good pitches. And I think that's what we've had at the start here. These have been the best pitches that I've certainly seen over the years that I've done the BPL. Obviously, there's 11 editions. I haven't done those all. But over the last few years, these have been the best here that I've seen. And I'm pretty sure it'll continue in Chattogram and Sylhet, where the wickets have been good there over the last few years as well.
Oh yes, you can hear the edge. Deviation evident. Finger upwards. Ziaur Rahman introduced, and straight away gets another one for the team. And Alauddin Babu is the victim.
Well, he tried to hit this out of 𝗵𝗺. Instead, it's a thick outside edge, simple catch. And yes, the fifth bowler has won. They're all getting in on the action here, the Khulna Tigers. They're running riot. Bubble goes without scoring. It's 41 for 6.
They're making it work, are the Khulna Tigers. In at 8 is 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Not really known for his batting capabilities. Down the leg. Now, just to tell you, 5 bowlers used by Khulna Tigers. Get back to that, but here's the wicket.
Throwing the kitchen sink at this. They've been good, haven't they? They've been really good with the ball.
So yeah, they've used 5 bowlers in Nasoom, Hassan Mahmood, Mehdi Miraz, Abu Haider Rani. 𝗃𝗃 Rahman the 5th comes in, takes a wicket. Still has more options, does Mehdi Miraz. Mohammad Nawaz can offer slow left armers.
Well, I think he can bowl anyone now. Nawaz could bowl right armers. They need 13 to the over. Might get 2 here. I'm not sure 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 will look to bowl the left armour while Pereira's there. I know they're a long way off, but 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 dines out on left arm spinners.
Hope it isn't past dinner time for him, especially on a match day.
You guys eat late here in Bangladesh.
Yes, we do. We do. To take you out, to dine out, parts of old Dhaka, where they really dine really late. Halfway through the innings, 46 for 6.
Very dismal performance by the Dhaka Capitals, 46 for 6. Chasing a target of 174, but never looked to get a start. Even Boshisto gets a ball. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 has hit that into the deep. Quickly enough to the field at sweeper, and just a single result of all that. The run rate required now almost 13 per over, the remaining 10 overs. And with just the 4 wickets in hand, you'll feel that the Dhaka team are pretty much down and out.
Now 2 left-handers in, and Boshisto the off-spin have been bought in by Mehdi Hassan Miraj. Again, here's the ball. 3 overs. 3 wickets and just the 2 runs given away. Wow, what sort of figures is that? And at a time, he was on a hat-trick as well.
Just saw herself in the big screen. Immediately woke up. Go! Yeah, want to see a bit of that. Cannot die wandering. This is good from Thisara Pereira.
Thisara has been trying big shot for a long time. Finally connects one. Boshisto quite quick through the air, 84 kilometers per hour. Right in the arc of Thisara Pereira. Long on, mid-wicket, it is favourite area. No second invitation needed. Goes again. This time it turned. Much better by 𝗂𝗂𝗪𝐶𝗄, slowing it down, and the line slightly outside the off stump.
You've got to make the effort. You cannot just stand around and wait for things to happen.
That's it, boy.
Nicely
That's
done.
it,
Just
boy.
backs away, plays it into the deep. Another single.
𝗃𝗧 knows only one way to play. He's good at it. He's proved in the past when he's at his best, he plays his natural game, which is to attack. 𝗃𝗧-𝗪𝗀𝗃 has been short of runs, just picked up a couple of wickets, but not at his best with the ball. And what a golden opportunity. All rounder for him as well to get some runs.
Played with soft hands. Just ran across very quickly. 11 overs done, 56 for 6. Well, 100% success rate for Rangpur and Khulna, and seems likely that though Khulna have played one prior to this, they're going to make it 100% after their 2 games. Will be topping the table, going to Sylhet. Oh, beauty. Lovely delivery. Did his best to get an edge to that, but missed.
A square 𝗃𝗧 up. Yauru, who picked up a wicket in the last over, bowls a very nice length. Between length and seams across. 𝗃𝗧, the way he looked back, that would have prompted the bowler to appeal. That 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗲, didn't he?
Waited for that one to come on to him much slower through the air. Did well to tuck it away for another single. Just 101 clicks that last ball. Good variation. Well, absolutely. But what makes this year's BPL even more special are the incredible initiatives by the Bangladesh Cricket Board, blending cricket with history, sustainability and celebration. Let's start with the Shahid Abu Said stand, dedicated to a true national hero whose sacrifice during the July-August movement inspires us all. To take a couple of quick runs. There's just the Abu Said stand. Oh, he doesn't quite middle it, but it squirts away. Oh, I think he's just managed to roll over and hit the boundary wedges. 4 signaled by the fielder there. Don't have to look at that.
Mohammad Nawaz, the fielder at deep mid-wicket, trying his football skills, just not good enough. 𝗃𝗧, as I said, he only knows one way. That's to attack in his arc. Loves the mid-wicket, loves the long on. Nowhere near the bat. But the power what does he possess when 50% of the bat, when he hits the ball, gets to the boundary.
Good to see 𝗃𝗧 in his natural elements. This time the ball is too slow and too low under his bat. Good variations. 𝗃𝗧 has done well, varying the pace in this over.
A canny bowler, Ziaur Rahman, mentioned about huge potential when he started coming into the scene. Never lived up to his expectations. Still got it. Pace is not bad. The last over when he dismissed Alauddin Babu, got the ball to bounce, a decent pace. Still has the variations, bowling those cutters when it's needed. Given away 8 runs from that over. 12 done. Capitals 64 for 6.
President of the Bangladesh Cricket Board in the middle there, Farooq Ahmed, is Mr. Waqar-ur-Zaman. Major General Waqar-ur-Zaman, who is watching the game, the Chief of Army. Almost a wicket there.
Bounced over the stumps. Agonizingly close. 𝗃𝗧, absolutely no respect toward Mehdi Hassan. So the Figures suggest some just seem off, but when you have a required rate of 14.22, every delivery has to go for a maximum.
A lovely view from up there. Dhaka team, though they are struggling, they're struggling to stay alive. And one thing that will come to your mind now is, their mind now is to take the game deep and play out the 20 overs. We mentioned it in the previous game also. The question of net run rate will be in consideration later on. The damage control might be the target in their minds at the moment.
The top 4 is going to be crucial. I just feel looking at the first 4 days of cricket, there are a couple of teams who are really struggling. Those kind of teams just need to have 1 or 2 games of good games and have that momentum back. Maybe change of venue, maybe a factor as well. Dhaka Capitals may be playing at home. The pressure is too much to handle. Once they go to Sylhet, we might see a different side. You look at Khulna, look at Rangpur Riders, Fortune Borisal, though they lost the last game, look very formidable and a tight unit. That has been the difference.
Yes, boy.
And a tight over, that one, the 13th, 68 for 6. What about those figures? 4 overs in a T20 match, 3 wickets for 6 runs. Incredible. 𝗃𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗃 has bowled well, he's led his team well, he's marshaled his troop, and he's always had a smile on his face. Going through the motions at the moment, unfortunately, the Dhaka team is trying to survive to Sri Lankans in the middle. Just as an afterthought, you went chasing after that ball.
Trying to dab towards third man for a single. Asad Mahmood, first time in his game, coming round the wicket, still getting some movement away from the left-hander. 𝗏𝗏 too is not a bad batsman, just that the confidence is not up to the mark for him to play the natural game.
Well, Hassan Mahmood into his 3rd over will be a tad disappointed with not getting a wicket, but there will be times when you're not going to have success. Nicely struck, but straight to the fielder. Three-dot ball so far from Hassan Mahmood. They are supporters of the Khulna Tigers sticking around. I think most of the Dhaka supporters have gone home.
Heartbroken looking at the home side's performances, I would say. 3 games. It's going to be 3 losses as well. But the cricket has been competitive, got to be said. Yes, there have been some games which has been one-sided. All in all, the crowd has been good. The pitches have been excellent. Good start to the BPL.
Yeah, that's the point. That's a good point made by all of the commentators and generally people talking about the wicket. It has been good. Whenever there's been a low-scoring match, I think that was due to the approach of the batters, shot selection. Can't really blame the pitch for some of the low scores that have happened. Oh, that's going to be a wide. Too much effort. too much swing away.
𝗿𝗵𝗍 𝗏, who bowled his 4 overs, given away just 6 runs, 3 wickets. Is the 4th best economy rate when it comes to the spells. Shahid Afridi is on top, 4 overs, 1 maiden, 5 runs, 2 wickets. 2015 edition of the BPL. And Aidul Islam twice has picked up 3 and 4 wickets, just given away 5 and 6 runs. Wonderful, isn't it?
Sure is. Nicely threaded, but not threaded. Found the fielder in the deep.
Yeah, the spinners are dominating, but this man, when there's no help in the pitch, his guile, his skills was very much in display. Nice bit of grouping with that length, 43% the length. No batter, I don't think, had courage to attack, except 𝗍𝗫𝗏 was lucky to survive a couple of times. You've got to give it to 𝗿𝗵𝗍 for the spell today.
Waits on that, opens the face, no chance of a run of the last ball of the 14th over. 71 for 6. 𝗍𝗫𝗏 only hope, still there for 29. It's been less than run a ball. Very unlike the 𝗍𝗫𝗏. Likes to go after the bowling. He's just curtailed his natural instinct somewhat this game. As I say, he thrashes one down the ground. What about that?
Straight as an arrow. Almost took 𝗃𝗵𝗏𝗂𝗃, the umpire, with it. Powerful stroke. Abu Haider Ronnie possibly going for the Yorker, misses the length. Clean as a whistle. 𝗃𝗵𝗏𝗂𝗃, good reflections.
Yeah, good reflex actions. Yeah, straight. There are 2 Sri Lankans at the other end. And there's one up here. He couldn't have targeted you, Maha. You're too far away.
Only one targeting me in Bangladesh is you. That's another good shot. A full toss, a slow ball tried by Abu Haider, and a flat hit by 𝗍𝗫𝗏.
That is what you need from the captain. That is what is expected. 127th tournament 6. This was a juicy full toss. He's not going to miss out on that. Straight and over the top. Well, that was closer to the combox, targeting you. I don't target you, Maha. Such a kind host. You have aspersions. That's not good.
𝗿𝗵𝗍𝗏𝗂𝗃, isn't it?
Action in the middle. That's good. 10 runs already in the first 2 balls. And what is he doing? Well, the fielder at a deep backward square has come into the circle. Go! That's it! Go for it! That's long, that's high, and that's gone many a mile. Tremendous power hitting here by 𝗍𝗫𝗏𝗃.
Abu Haider came round the wicket to change the angle, but the length was the same. And when 𝗍𝗫𝗏𝗃 in this mood, he is not going to miss out. A cross seamer, that's an indication maybe the ball is slightly damp with the dew around. And when this happens, it's going to be a nightmare for the bowler. 4, 6, 6 in the first 3 deliveries.
Well, what it has done is just to bring down that required rate. It's still 15.82. I tell you what, just feel there's more to come in this over in particular. Oh, now he's trying to bowl him as far away from the arc of 𝗍𝗫𝗏𝗃 and succeeds.
A very good comeback. Ideal delivery for 𝗍𝗫𝗏𝗃. Outside the off stump, just inside the tram line. A good comeback by Abu Haider, showing all his experience, young man.
I tell you, next delivery, 𝗍𝗫𝗏𝗃 is going to be moving in his crease before the ball arrives. Just feel that to upset the rhythm of the bowler. No, he stands still. And digs it out but finds the fielder.
And that's something that 𝗃𝗧 does not do much. I've seen batters around the world, especially in BPL, 𝗬𝗺 doing that. Whenever a bowler trying to bowl outside the yaw stump, he tries to counter-attack it by going outside the yaw stump. With 𝗃𝗧, he doesn't believe in it. He believes in his strength, he believes in his forearms and big broad shoulders.
Yes, and he has long levers. He can reach, so I suppose he's happy to stand his ground and whack it. And he's made contact. Catch it is the call. Just falling in front. Good effort in the deep. But they get through for another run. It's been a big over. 17 in that. After 15, it's 88 for 6.
Might as well go down swinging. 𝗃𝗧 isn't going down without a fight. Two covers, crunched, 4. And that brings up the 50 of the Dhaka Capitals captain.
Well, the only question is has 𝗃𝗧 waited too long? He took his time at the beginning of his innings just to try and steady the ship as it began to sink. But now he's opened up his arms, and 50 of just 39 balls.
Again through that region. This is 𝗃𝗧's second BPL half century. This is how he brought it up.
Gee, it's the ball hard. He's going to have most of the strike here if they're going to get anywhere remotely close.
𝗃𝗧's the previous one was for Kumilla Victorians back in 2019. Change of pace from 𝗬𝗧. Calls for it. Changes end. Now two Sri Lankans in the middle. The Dhaka Capitals. One might wonder if they've a bit too much to do for the end. Zadran's off the field. More required. Yeah, too wide. The big stature of 𝗃𝗧, and in this mood that's causing the bowler to push it that way.
There really isn't any need for the bowler to feel pressure. I mean, 17 and over required here. He's going to have to play the best knock he's ever played in his life.
There's protection there. This match here will conclude the first phase of the Dutch Bangladesh Premier League, powered by Rocket, co-sponsor 𝗃𝗧. Then we get a couple of days gap. And for the fans, the city of tea gardens. You saw the site. We are coming. Change of pace. Lots of love in their hearts for cricket. Good to see some waves. 50's up. Partnership. The off cutter again deceives Chaturanga de Silva. Makes it 8 runs of this over. Fight from the night. 52. Might feel task left. Too daunting. Climb. Uphill. Quite steep. Nothing's impossible. 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗲. Oh, B2's on the field. Must have missed out on a game of cricket. Didn't want to be bothered though.
That might have been the cat that was on my chair yesterday, because when I came in this morning, there was hair absolutely everywhere. And it looked white, just like that cat.
All due respect, 𝗍𝗔, you've got white hair yourself.
But I don't molt.
Action along the boundary line, long on, long off. Deep mid-wicket. Deep cover point. Deep backward point. Round the wicket comes the lefty. Lofted. I think it's a flat 6. That's what the signal is from the long on fielder.
Muscled all the way by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. I mean, that's the toe end of the bat, but he's so strong.
Trying to make the angle difficult. Left arm seamer coming round the wicket, but still hit for a 6 with ease. Trade again along the ground on this occasion. Fielders converge and recover and limit the batters to only a single.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 there was a little slow to get to the other side. They needed to run 2.
Legacy is also front and center with Dana 36, the official mascot of the Bangladesh Premier League this year, representing freedom, peace, and endless possibilities. This white dove with 36 colors, feathers is soaring into the hearts of cricket fans across the country. Dana truly symbolizes the vibrant spirit of the tournament. In the air again, catch it is the call. Afif, a valiant effort. Now 𝗂𝗏𝗽𝗍 picked up 2 important wickets in Tanzir Hasan Tamim and Shahadad Hossain Deepu. Ever since that, it's taken quite a few, taken a beating.
He's coming around the wicket here to try and go across the 2 left-handers to prevent them from going away towards that leg side. They're not big boundaries. Pereira is more than capable of hitting it through the offside as well. Or just hit it straight over long on with a flat bat for 6. Is there a little twist in this tale? Can Pereira do the unthinkable?
Powerful hit. Stride forward, full follow through of the arms. Hit, strupple shot, straight pull, 6. Full toss, placement. Oh, gone through the hands. That helps Dhaka Capitals. He isn't happy.
This is an error in the field, and virtually the first one that they've made. The Khulna Tigers, this has to be stopped. Yes, it skips off the surface, but it's bounced perfectly for him. What's he done there? He's made an awful mess of this.
Let's get off the field, and there's a bit of dew, so might make the ball a bit wet, to be fair. Oh, went for another one. You can hear the frustration. Slowed it down, did Ronnie. But 18 runs of the 17th. 114 for 6. Talk about how easy it is to be. The orange worm slowly catching up on the green one. Now have they left it a little too late? Diaur. Oh, shy at the stumps. Thisara was desperate to get back on strike.
Tight, but he would have been gone. Needs a direct hit, didn't get it. They're just getting put under a little bit of pressure here, Khulna. Still, it's a game for them to lose.
Hits it flat. Fielder. Think didn't carry. 𝗃𝗧𝗄 was there at long off. Fell just short of him.
I think just for a moment he thought this was going to carry because he was coming in off that boundary. It's a slower ball, little cutter. He comes off the boundary and then just delays it. Nose straight away, bounced in front of him.
Well done by the bowler. Pretty hyped up are the crowd, spectators in the audience, and let's talk about how easy it is for you guys to be part of that, part of the crowd, part of this celebration, this BPL, with BCB's new online ticketing platform, www.𝗀𝗏𝗏𝐵CBticket.com.bd. Securing your spot in the stands has never been smoother. No long lines, just a click away from the action. The Sylhet, we are coming. After that, Chattogram, BPL will be there. For the final phase, we'll be back in Mirpur. 𝗃𝗃 of 14 deliveries. What do you reckon, 𝗏𝗃?
No chance.
Oh, that one's taken off the runway. Straight off the bat of Thisara Pereira. And he is enjoying it in the middle.
I'm not going to change my tune. I think they've left it just a little bit too late, but what an innings the captain's producing here. He's had to go a long way to fetch that from outside off stump as 𝗬 tries to protect that leg side, but he's just too strong. So powerful.
Wide again, wide again. Just going through the bowling card. Hassan Mahmood has one more over. Bowl him the 19th or you keep him for the 20th.
Well, you bowl your best bowler the 19th over to win you the game there and then. The only problem is I'm not sure Hassan Mahmood has actually bowled from this rocket end.
The gap. I think be happy to retain the strike with a single. He is 12 of the 18th, 126 for 6. It is going to be Hassan Mahmood to bowl the penultimate, the 19th. Pereira on strike. The space through the covers. He's got it through that space, got it through that gap. Does the over with 4 runs.
Just worry a little bit about this angle of attack around the wicket. The right armour around the wicket to the left-hander. You bowl it right into the hitting zone. But yet again, can't fault the stroke. That is such a good shot. Not one fielder moved. Not the long off, not the extra cover, not the cover. Chaturanga da Silva, who's standing at the non-strikers end, has got 11 off 19. If he scores at better than a run a ball, they're in with a chance here. But he's striking it at 57.
Is it going to be 4 more? Crisp! Crisp it is! Some shot for 4.
At some point, he's got to change this angle of attack. He's got to come over the wicket for me. I mean, that just says, hit me. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 standing on off stump, crowding the stumps, because he knows that Hassan Mahmood wants to bowl at the wide line. Now there will be a meeting of the minds.
First delivery. At both the deliveries, he's looking for the wide Yorker. For the first delivery, the cover fielder was inside the circle. There was a huge gap from long off till deep backward point. Picked that gap. Then the mid-wicket came in. Most enthusiastic fan of the match. And 𝗃𝐽𝐸𝐿𝐴𝐽𝐿𝐴𝐻.
You know, I'd even be tempted to maybe put fine leg. I would be tempted to put fine leg back and deep square leg back, bring my offside field up and run in the ball, bounces at him. Pereira's not a big player of the short ball.
Yeah, better line on this occasion.
Khulna managed to get 23 off their last over. There'll be question marks about who bowled the last over. Why Babu wasn't asked to bowl it, no one will know, because he was the pick of the bowlers.
To get just 9 deliveries. Hassan Mahmood. Deep mid-wicket, long on, long off. Guys, that one. Has it got the distance? Fielder there. Oh! That's put down by Bosesto. Thisara survives.
He'll be livid. He'll be absolutely livid. This has gone a long way up, but he gets himself into a good position to take the catch, aware of where the boundary is. In and out.
That's better Yorker. Catch is the call. The appeal for it. Did that one. Directly hit the feet of the batter. It's chilly. All right. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 will be consulting upstairs. If it hit the ground, Pereira's safe.
TBM director. Checking for bumble. I already checked fit landing. It's fair delivery. Front on, please. Keep going. Go back. Oh, I'm satisfied. Ball hit the bat, then grounded. I made my decision.
Nexus Pay not out. Partnership survives. 95 of 61 deliveries now. But they need 38. Question is, Nasum's just bowled 2 overs. Left arm spinner. Pereira does prefer those.
Well, the thing is Pereira's got to make a decision here. He's got to try and find a boundary. And if he does find a boundary, he loses the strike. And 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 at the moment is struggling to get it off the square. So at best, he'll get 5 deliveries. So he needs to hit this out the ground and then hope that 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 can find a 3 somewhere. It's mathematically against them.
Well bowled. Not much choice. He has to settle with a single. Yeah, 137 for 6. They need 37 of the last. Nasum not brought on, left arm spinner 𝗏𝗏. Hence Miraz did not give it to him either because 𝗃𝗧 is in a different mood altogether. But mathematically, 6 sixes will tie the game. It's 𝗵𝗺 to bowl the final. Edge. Ball short. They will take this single.
What a brave delivery as well from 𝗵𝗺. He's thrown this up in the air and said hit it. He hasn't tried to bowl it quickly, flat. He's bowled it high in the air, wide of off stump, and he said, have a go. Brave. Match winning.
Taken pace off as well. Not much to lose from here. 37 to get off the last one. All you have to ensure is you're not bowling a wide or a no ball. Oh, that sounded good. And that is good. Perhaps it has come a bit too late, but he's done the work. As 𝗃𝗧, it's a 6.
Not perhaps, I'm afraid. Lofted outside off stump this time. Pereira decides to go over mid-off. It brings up the 100 partnership. De Silva's contribution, 11.
Along the ground. Should be 4. It is.
All 𝗵𝗺 will be trying to do is not concede any extras. He doesn't mind if he gets hit for boundaries now. 𝗃𝗧 Pereira has provided some wonderful entertainment here. He's on 99, poised to become our second centurion of this edition of the BPL.
Appeal. One was a slider coming round the wicket from 𝗵𝗺. Might as well. That's what he's asking. Is William 𝗵𝗺. Is he consulting with the captain? Yes. He's requested for it. 𝗃𝗧 on 99. We're going upstairs.
TV umpire detector, we have a player review for LBW. On field distance is not out. I have checked the feet landing, it's a fair delivery. Move on to front on, please. Keep going. Ball very close to the bat. Confirmation 𝗏𝗏, please.
Building, sir.
𝗏𝗏 building. When ball past the bat, clear spike. I'm satisfied. Ball hit the ball. I hit the bat. I made my decision. My decision is.
Yeah, not out. Thick inside edge. 𝗃𝗧 Pereira on 99. We've already seen a century earlier today. Are we going to see 2 centuries on the same day? Off the bat. That is a century. That is 100. The second one of the Dutch Bangla Bank BPL 11th edition. This one off the bat of the Dhaka Capitals captain, the Sri Lankan 𝗃𝗧 Pereira.
Great innings. It really was a great innings by 𝗃𝗧 Pereira, but unfortunately his team remain winless. And for the Dhaka franchise, that is 14 in a row. 153 for 6 in their 20 overs. But what a sensational innings. He's provided rich entertainment for us this evening. A little nudge down the ground for 4 to take him to that milestone of just 60 deliveries. The Tigers, they march on.
Surely do. Some congratulations in order for 𝗃𝗧 Pereira, but can't really enjoy that as his team has lost 3 matches on the trot. Khulna Tigers, 2 out of 2 for them. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 and company winning this one by 20 runs. Ifs and buts. Could have, would have, should have is the word probably. You're behind by 20 runs just. You hope, you wish, if the top order fired, if Chaturanga scored some quick runs alongside, I think the last over would have been a completely different. By 20 runs.
বাংলাদেশ প্রিমিয়ার লিগ 2025 7টি দলের জমজমাট লড়াইয়ের মাধ্যমে পুরো দেশ দেখতে চোখ রাখুন টি স্পোর্টস নেটওয়ার্কে।